The NFL Draft. The moment where dreams are made and franchises are built. But not every decision works out the way teams hope. While most fans know about the high-profile busts like Ryan Leaf and Jamarcus Russell, today we're diving deep into the surprising draft mistakes that no one talks about. From passing on Hall of Famers to shocking late-round steals, these are the NFL draft moments that quietly changed the course of football history. The NFL draft is full of high-pressure decisions, and sometimes even the most well-prepared teams make blunders. One such example? In 1983, the Pittsburgh Steelers passed on a future Hall of Famer, Dan Marino. Pittsburgh, Marino's hometown, had the chance to draft the record-breaking quarterback with their first-round pick, but instead, they selected defensive tackle Gabe Rivera, who played only 6 games before his career was cut short by injury. And Marino? He went on to rewrite the NFL record books. Imagine what could have been if the Steelers had taken the hometown hero, instead of waiting until the 2000s to find their franchise QB in Ben Roethlisberger. The Steelers could have had Marino leading their team through the 80s and 90s. Do you think Marino could have brought more Super Bowls to Pittsburgh? Let us know what you think in the comments. Everyone knows Tom Brady was famously drafted in the 6th round of the 2000 NFL Draft, 199th overall.
Are you aware that there's another quarterback here, too, that they drafted last year, Michael Bishop from Kansas State?
Yes, I am. I know Mike, seen him play last year, and I know he's a heck of a player. It's just up to me. I think that the team picked me to come in there and go out there and be a team player and fight every day, and that's really what I plan to do.
But what most fans don't know is that the New England Patriots came dangerously close to passing on Brady multiple times. In fact, the Patriots had 6 chances to take him before finally calling his name. In the 2000 draft, the Patriots drafted offensive linemen, defensive players, and even a running back before finally selecting Brady. Head coach Bill Belichick and GM Scott Pioli have both admitted that they had no idea Brady would become the GOAT. But what if they hadn't picked him at all? Imagine if Brady had been taken just a few picks later by another team. How different would the NFL look today? What team do you think could have drafted Brady if the Patriots didn't? Drop your thoughts in the comments. In 2005, the San Francisco 49ers had the #1 overall pick, and sitting at the top of the draft board was a local kid, Aaron Rodgers, from the University of California. But instead of drafting Rodgers, the 49ers chose Alex Smith, a quarterback from Utah. Alex Smith was a solid quarterback, but he was never the game-changing player the 49ers needed. Meanwhile, Rodgers fell to the 24th pick, where the Green Bay Packers scooped him up, changing their franchise's destiny. Imagine Rodgers leading the 49ers offense during his prime. San Francisco might have added a few more Lombardi trophies to their collection. Do you think Rodgers could have led the 49ers to multiple Super Bowls? Let us know your thoughts below. Not all draft stories are about who a team didn't pick. Sometimes it's about the heartbreak that follows a promising selection. In 1986, the Boston Celtics selected Len Bias as the 2nd overall pick in the NBA draft. Bias was expected to become one of the best players in NBA history, but tragedy struck just 2 days later.
Len Bias, the Maryland University basketball star on his way to becoming a world champion Boston Celtic, died of an apparent heart attack today at Leland Memorial Hospital in Prince George's County.
Bias died tragically of a cocaine overdose just 2 days after the draft, leaving the Celtics and basketball fans devastated. While this isn't an NFL story, it's a powerful reminder that the draft doesn't always go according to plan, and sometimes the most promising picks never get the chance to shine. Do you think Len Bias could have been one of the greatest players in NBA history? Share your thoughts below. Everyone knows about Peyton Manning's legendary career with the Indianapolis Colts. But what if I told you the Colts drafted the wrong Manning first? In 1982, the Colts had the 2nd overall pick and selected quarterback Art Schlichter, passing on Peyton's father, Archie Manning, who had been drafted years earlier by the Saints. Schlichter's career was derailed by a gambling addiction, and he never became the franchise QB the Colts were looking for. Archie, on the other hand, went on to have a long career, and while he didn't win a Super Bowl, he became one of the NFL's most respected quarterbacks. It's a decision that haunted the Colts for years, until Peyton came along. As we've seen today, The NFL draft is full of decisions that seem small in the moment but end up having massive implications. From Marino to Rodgers, Brady to Manning, some draft mistakes leave teams wondering, what if, for decades. While these stories are rarely talked about, they serve as a reminder that the draft is more than just picking players. It's about shaping the future of the NFL. Next time you watch the draft, remember that every pick, every decision, has the potential to change football history. And sometimes the ones we don't talk about are the most important of all. What's the biggest NFL draft mistake that no one talks about? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more untold stories from the world of sports.